Hello, welcome back to Otter Pop Culture, and today we're gonna go over the Friday picks that I have for today. By the way, happy Friday. I hope everybody had a great weekend. For those who start their weekend now, I hope you have a great work weekend. I know how it is because I've used to work in the restaurant industry before too, so it's like when everybody's off on Friday, like, ew, happy Friday, blah, 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 and it's like, yeah, this is my Monday. Or Thursday's my Monday, you know, you never really know. So, hope you have a great work weekend. And today, I decided to do something different. So I noticed that each Friday, they always come out, like, Spotify usually comes out with more, or everybody usually comes out with more singles. Singles come out around this time. And so I really wanted to take the moment to kind of point out, use this Friday. It's gonna be an ongoing thing, just so you know. And it's gonna be me going over the highlights of different type of songs that I thought sound good or I thought were horrible. So my little twists and thoughts about the songs that are coming out each time. I try to kind of touch on each genre as much as I could, while staying in the popular pop culture as usual. So we're gonna start with a couple of songs. So the first song we have that came out today / 10 o'clock last night was Swan Song by Dua Lipa. This is a song that seems to be the main song for Alita Battle Angel, which is one of the movies I'm really excited to see. I know that people are like, it's gonna be shit, it's gonna be okay, like, but I don't like to go off the critics. I like to go off of what I think of it. But the song is really good. I don't really think about her as somebody that has that type of like she has a good range, but I never thought that she would I didn't think that she was that popular enough to where she would have her own like leading song into a movie. So I'm surprised, and I'm really happy for her. The song sounds great. Her voice sounds great as usual. I love the whole climb. It's very theatrical. The whole song is very theatrical, which is I feel like it's what you should have as a title song, leading song for your movie, I guess. And I think it's great. The next song is "I'm So Tired" by Love and Troye Sivan, which is actually interesting because I didn't really think that they would be people that actually would collab with each other than Love being kind of like the person that kind of would produce a song for him more than actually be inside of it. So it's kind of cool that they both have like kind of a duet kind of thing, which is interesting because I never thought in my head that they had the same type of range, which is interesting because they actually do. They are very, very sync in the same type of range that they have of how much they can go, their high notes and their low notes and everything, which actually, I don't think I've actually heard Troy do a high note before, so I'm interested to see if he does that. He doesn't do it in this, but the song is really good. It just they match really well. The next song is it Harmony Hall by Vampire Weekend? And interesting that Vampire Weekend is around doing new stuff now, and it's not, and it kind of seems like they're going back to was it Contra, which is one of the albums that had horchata in it, and so I feel like they're going to that type of sound, which is really cool. It's much more like laid back and with the what's it called? What's the thing called? The ukulele. You know, I think they're kind of playing with that too. So it sounds much more like Islander, laid back kind of thing. So I think it sounds really cool. Con Calma is a song by Daddy Yankee, which is, I'm into Daddy Yankee-ish. I used to be into him back in the day, but I kind of walked away from him after a while. But he came back with a song, and it's interesting because actually it sounds like it's the same. I think they took a sample or did like a sound with the Informant by I can't remember his name, but it was like a 90s song. And they kind of go off of that type of melody, which is cool. The next song is a little generic, but it's still, I'm a huge fan of this person, so I have everything that she fucking walks on, I'm down for. It's called Distance by Nikki Romero and Olivia Holt. Olivia Holt's something I got into 2 years ago. She released a song called Generous, maybe it was last year, and I was just hooked on since that time. And so having her do a song with Nikki Romero is kind of cool. It sounds great. It's a little generic, but you're gonna get what you get, you know, when it comes to a lot of like releasing songs on Friday. Like not every EDM song is gonna be the one that takes it all, you know. The next song is Middle Child by J. Cole. I love J. Cole. I think he has a lot to say. I feel like pretty much all his albums have like a good message, and just like I love how he gets into like details and stuff like that, and I love the way his rap flow is so fun. It's called Middle Child, and I think that, and I like it, and it's good too. It's not his best work, but it's one of those things for me. I feel like it's just a climb to seeing the next thing. Every album has at least let's be honest, at least 4 songs off of it that's like really good. So I'm excited to see what else he's gonna do. For this song, this one is Cut the Check by Soulja Boy. Oh God, so. Oh, after all the things about Ariana Grande and how it's like, oh, she stole my flow and everything. That's how I sound. Blah blah blah. Where's my check? Blah blah blah. And then he comes out with this single called "Cut the Check," and it's completely lame. It reminds you exactly why Soulja Boy was a one-time thing, and it's just, it's shit. It's complete shit. The next song is Falling Apart by Brood, which is a group that I also been following since day one, and I love them. I love their sound. Their production's always very interesting. It never stays the same. It's always on the chill side, but it sounds great. The production's great. Falling Apart is much more of a even more of a chiller sound. It's still it's still a little uplifting, lightly more uplifting. I feel like they're going towards that type of direction now, because they kind of had like a more of a moody sound, more of a darker sound, but it seems like they're going towards a light, like a low-key lighter sound. Definitely after their first single of coming back from the last album, which is Hospitalized, I really like that song. So they're really on a trail to somewhere that I'm really excited for. The next song is Girls Have Fun by Tyga, G-Eazy, and Rich the Kid, which I feel like is a really fun twerky song. It's gonna be a fucking misogynistic fuck fest in the music video. I understand it. It's the rap. It's part of rap. It's just how it goes. But it's gonna be that. I know it. It's gonna be that. I know it for sure. But it's a fun song. It's the beat. The production's really good. The rap flows is really good. I love Tyga's flow anyway. So he's already gets a win for me. The next song is Fuck the Rain by Ryan Adams, which is, I've always been a huge Ryan Adams fan. So it's fun to see that he is doing. It's great to see that he's doing more stuff, because there's been a huge gap between him not really doing anything, and I didn't really care for like the last 2 albums. So this one sounds fun, and Baby I Love You is the first song since the last album, which I love that song. It reminds me of like his early music, which is, so I'm excited. This one's kind of in that same type of realm. So I'm excited to see what the album's gonna actually sound like. The next song is Not Done Yet by Sticky Fingers. And I know Sticky Fingers has a huge bad reputation of being just a hot mess. But I personally like all their songs. Every single album that they have only released, I think, like 3 albums. Every single album, I love it. I just love their sound. Their sound just sounds so great. This song is a little more moody, and I'm intrigued to see how they do their moody direction, because it sounds great. It sounds perfectly moody to what they're going for with the message and everything. So I'm curious to see what they're gonna do with this type of sound. They already have stuff like Kick On, which is one of my favorite songs off of this singles since the last album. So I know it's gonna be something fun. The next song is Can't Move On by Wild Youth. Wild Youth is something I literally just got in today, and I found out that they had like a whole like singles, like shit ton of singles, and they just released the EP today. And I listened to the whole EP, and it reminds me a lot of Take That meets One Direction, just like with the harmonies and everything. And everybody has a very, very specific harmonies, you know, like that Take That and One Direction have, but it's still like upbeat and happy, while it still has a Carly Rae Jepsen, like where it's like upbeat and happy, but there's a moody undertone, you know, or a message. So I'm actually curious. I'm very excited to see more of their stuff, and I feel like every song from the EP, which is called, if you're interested, it's called The Last Goodbye. I feel like every song, except for the last one, I feel like it kind of drifts off, is a good song. I would definitely suggest going and getting into it and see what you think. The final one, which is something I haven't gone into completely, but I will have a review for them. Is the Waver album by Royal Canoe. And Royal Canoe is somebody that it took me a while to get in, to be very, very honest. It just took me a while. I feel like their production is very eccentric, it's very interesting, very different, very particular. But as you keep going, the more you kind of like it, the more you kind of appreciate their sounds and their weird whistling and their weird like instruments that you usually hear in like kid like songs, but they'll apply it to their songs, and all of a sudden it sounds like amazing. You know, it works well with it. So those are my Friday picks for today, and I hope everybody has a great weekend, and I'll see you guys next for another for the next review and for the next Friday picks for next Friday. So I hope everybody has a great weekend, and I'll see you guys next in the next review.